we go. Are we hopefully live? Fingers crossed, everything crossed. We've got everything crossed. Hopefully we're working. Hopefully we are working. Let me also bring up this real-time performance. Okay, that seems to have us open there. That should now be able to start connecting. Please work. Please work. Come on. This can work. Surely this can. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let me go to profile. See if that works. Yeah, I can see myself. I'm live. Okay, that's a good sign. It's a good sign. And it doesn't seem to be lagging or anything, which is good. Click into it. United, right, I can see you guys. I cannot see TikTok chat. That is irritating as all hell. Why is that not working? Come on. How was Turkey, Tyler? CR7 just won the league. That was always guaranteed, wasn't it? I can't believe it's taken him this long to win the bloody Saudi league. How are we all doing, guys? Right, I'm just trying to make sure. Why on earth is it not letting me see the... not letting me see TikTok chat on the new software. Okay, well, that's fine. That's open. Don't need to worry about that. You guys hear me all right? See me all right? Everything okay? Let me know. Let me know. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I can see. Why can I see the lights coming through, but I can't see bloody TikTok chat? That is irritating as all hell. Let me just refresh that. Right, well, I can't keep refreshing it now. That's crazy. No worries, Callan. I'll just turn it up a little bit. Hopefully that is a bit better. We are going to be a little bit of technical difficulties. We're going to work this out together. All right, we're going to work this one out together, guys. I've switched over to new systems so that I can dual stream. So we are live also on YT. Say hello to them. But the system is doing my nutting a little bit here. It's doing my nutting a little bit. 973 goals for old Ronaldo. Jesus moy. Right, where else can I get a live updating chat for you guys? Because I need to be able to see what's going on. And I can't right now. And it's doing my nutting. It's doing my absolute nutting. Stream directly. No. Don't care about that. It's just moved in a little bit more, Cowlan. We're back on webcam now, but I need to get the sizings right. We'll get it all done. We'll get it all done. Don't worry. How can you hear me all right now? That's priority number one. Let's try and get that one sorted. While I desperately flap around trying to also sort out chat coming through, because it's just not. It is just not for some annoying reason. To be fair, I have moved in a little bit closer to my camera just because I'm getting nose to screen right now just to try and work this all out. Hull or Borough, Graham? I think it's advantage Hull if I'm being honest. Yeah, you can hear me properly now. Good. Okay, that's fine. At least we've got that probably at the right levels. Good. Where on earth can I get this chat up that isn't then just true here? Multi-platform support. Oh, of course. Yeah, of course it doesn't work for that. Yeah, of course we find that out right now. That's really, really useful. Thanks, guys. So happy with that. Right, I think the only other thing I can think to do, wonder if this will work. Can I open up TikTok Studio and have that chat box open separately? The other thing would be if I close this down. That's really annoying. Can I just also go on here and see my live data? Guys. I'm working it out. We'll get there. Stick with me. It'll all be fine. All shall be well. I promise. I am live, you tit. So just let me see my bloody chat. That's what I want to see. I don't make a lot of requests in life, but this should be the most simple. You know what I mean? Should be the most simple of things that I want to resolve. It's all a learning lesson, ladies and gentlemen. It's all a learning lesson. We are getting there. But how are we all doing tonight? Because I'm sure I'm going to be getting your comments in front of my face very, very soon. And all will be well. And this will all be worth it in the long run. That's all we care about in the long run. If TikTok Studio could not take 20,000 years to open up, that would lower my stress levels slightly. What are you installing? You're already installed. Come on. I'm not ignoring you guys. I will be here and with you in 2 ticks, 2 shakes of a lamb's tail and all that. No, that's not what I want either. I really thought that this would be able to come up with something as well. But no. Oh, what are you preparing now? Come on. Oh. Okay, maybe I'll stop moaning in about 2 seconds. I'm already live. Please just recognise that I'm already live. Yeah, just continue live in the background. No, that's not what I want. Oh, for God's sake, man. Right, that's not going to work either. So what the hell can I do? This is ridiculous. Thank you very much for the follow, RB. Well, at least that works. At least we know that works. There's another test done. Guys, I'm sorry that I'm having such trouble. Let me just bear with me. Bear with it. Oh, hello. Have I just worked this out? Completely by myself? Oh, I might have. I can see you. Keep typing. Guys, this is the one time I'm going to allow you to spam. Just spam something, just so I can see that it's all working. Tyler, yes. Cowlan, yes. Right, I found it now. Crisis is averted. Curtis, good to see you. United, good to see you. Aiden, bugger off. Oh my God. Right, finally. So basically, guys, we've got new software, okay? We've moved on to OBS. Callum, I've got it now. We're all good. We've moved on to OBS. OBS, for those who don't know, hasn't got the most incredible link up with TikTok just yet, but they're tying themselves together. But that's why it all looks a little bit different. Yeah, we're all done, Callum. We're all good. It kind of does. What this will allow me to do, though, is be able to stream on 2 different places at once, right? Which is useful for me going forward. We'll come to that newbie noob. Don't worry. We'll have plenty of conversation about what has been going on in the championship this week. So yeah, it's going to allow me to be live on YT and on TT at the same time, which I currently am. So those who haven't, that way, isn't it? There we go. If you haven't already, click the link in my bio. Go sub over there. If you ever want to see me in full screen, why on earth would you want to do that? You can over there. But especially for the watch-alongs, things like that, we can grow both platforms at once. No one, in all of my research, in all of my setting all of this up, not once did I realise that I wouldn't be able to have TikTok chat open on a multi-stream chat. So that's good. So hopefully that comes in soon. But hey-ho, I have got your chat now live, open on the web. We're all good. I can breathe. I can see your messages. Right, thoughts on Southampton. It's abysmal, isn't it, guys? Let's be honest. It is abysmal. Crazy, crazy times at Southampton right now. Done for cheating. 4-point deduction. Potentially going to sack their manager. They're also in a position where they are looking at potentially losing players, potentially going to get sued by their own players. Southampton could be a Leicester of next season. It's early shouts, all right? Fuming in England, no Shaw and Slabhead. United, is that hello, guys? I can see you on YT now. Good old boy, love that from you. Is that confirmed? Obviously, we're all waiting with bated breath for tomorrow's England, aren't we? Is that through injury? I saw Harry put out some sort of, tweet, some sort of Instagram post to say that he wasn't, really going to be in the squad. But I don't know if there was a reason why. Aiden, you haven't got a chance in High Hella signing Sarah, my man. So embarrassed by my beautiful club. Sack the manager and sack the board. Alex, it may very well happen, mate. Our goalkeeper is gone and centre mid already. Mate, Jesus Christ. Rough times for Southampton, isn't it? And it could just get worse and worse and worse over this summer. It really could. It's just not a good look at all. DCL not called up. If I'm being honest, mate, I'm quite happy with the idea of Dominic Calvert-Lewin not being on the bench. Is he really the person we want to rely on when it comes to Harry Kane's backup? I'm happy with Watkins. I don't know who I'd take as the third striker, though. None of them are injured. So we're already confirming certain players not making it. That feels a bit harsh. That feels a little bit annoying. Guys, obviously you've got nice goals that you can go and reach. Keep smashing those likes. Great to have a good few of you. We've got it working. I've stopped sweating. We're all good. Curtis, yes, I'll come back to that one as well, my man. Farker's getting a new contract, delighted, as you should be. And I think all of us Norwich City fans are very delighted for Daniel Farker working it out. It's good to see it working for him. Apparently Max Aaron signed for Norwich announced soon. Dylan, never happening in a million years, mate. There's only one person on Twitter that's bleating on about that. And I just can't see it. I just can't see it. Going to put 20 quid on Ipswich getting Europe next season. Aiden, if you want me to take that 20 quid for you and look after it, not a problem. Tony going over Watkins. How has Ivan Toney done while he's out in old Saudi Arabia? Good old Jovan. Yeah, take Jovan. Take Jovan to America. Come on, he's back fit. Right, Curtis, going over to yours, mate. I missed most of that. Their players are going to sue them. They're going to get sack Eckhart. Didn't know any of this. Yes, mate. Eckhart is taking most of the blame and most of the lead for all of this, cheating malarkey. And yeah, there is potential legal cases that players missing out on the likes of appearance fees, goal fees, etc., and also potential, that their names have been dragged through the mud. That some of them will have a case. There will probably be a couple Southampton players, like Mr. Harwood Bellis, celebrating in the face of Middlesbrough players with the old goggles. I don't think he'll have much of a case for saying that he was unaware of these terrible things going on. But hey-ho. Crazy, crazy times at Southampton that could just keep getting worse and worse. Enjoy your last season of the Championship before joining Leicester, you scummer, says Newbie Noob to Alex. 40-plus goals for Ivan Toney. Yeah, but is it beyond the Farmers League? It's a bit of a Sunday league out there, isn't it, really? Come on. Take Torre. Mate, can't wait for Mo Torre and Irukunda to absolutely tear it up for Australia. I was having a look at the fixtures. Annoyingly, most of Australia's fixtures are ridiculously early in the morning. There's one at 5 o'clock on a Sunday that I might try and get in for that one. You know, I might, maybe. Don't hold me to it, but maybe we can all meet here and have an early cup of tea and watch Mo and Nestoroy destroy it. Hello, I'm in the park right now. Cardiff City fan. Why? Why? Why are you in the park? What are you doing? Tony's got 32 goals and 7 assists in 32 games this season. Hey, it's not bad. It's not bad, is it? So what we're saying, you know, Kane, Watkins, Tony, 3 strikers. It's not bad. It's not bad. Nestroy coming to NCFC. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it, Tyler. You know, I think most Norwich fans would. Why Norwich in the pre-season already? DV, it was I think a very strong message sent from Phil Clement. You can have a week off, lads, but then you're back in for 10 days. It's just fitness, mate. Just fitness. He wants to make it very, very clear how important it is for the lads to keep up their fitness. Southampton go from unbelievable form to falling all apart now on. Well, this is the thing. How much of that unbelievable form was down to the cheating? Because if it barely touched the sides, they have thrown away so much for so little gained. Absolutely insane. Why not, Cardiff City fan? I mean, why not? Indeed, I guess. You know, I mean, I don't know what the weather is like out in Cardiff, but it's pitch black outside, and it's quite warm. To be honest, I wish I could just open up that door right now. But hey ho, I be there, mate. Lol. Cowland, beware. I don't care what time the World Cup is. I'll be watching it. Oh, you'll be there for the 5 o'clock in the morning watch along. Well, look, I've also made sure to have a look at whether or not I can get myself maybe some appropriate attire for different World Cup games. You know, because if you're not getting dressed up on the internet, what are you doing in your life? Right, this is actually working quite well. I'm shocked at how well I've got this working so far. Everything is all good, right? You can all see me, you can all hear me. I don't know why I'm doubting myself. Hello, Phil and Grant. How you doing, mate? You signed any players yet? Probably not. Curtis, no worries, mate. Appreciate you jumping over and making sure and testing that the YT works as well. I really appreciate it, mate. I'm sure that will come to life in the near future. Works on both. Fantastic. It's a bit sunny and daylight still. Well, there you go. I forget that Cardiff is in a complete and utter different time zone. He has bigger teams after him, though. Tyler, who else is after Irakunda? Who else have we got? Now we're waiting for Gabby Sarah. Well, you're going to be waiting a long time, mate. You're going to be waiting a long time. This is great. So now I've actually got my phone. I can still post. When we do watch-alongs, I can record my first 5 thoughts live to you guys. This is just brilliant. Newbie Noob, thank you very much for the harmony. Very, very kind of you, mate. Welcome, of course, to the club. I think quite a long-standing member of the club now, aren't you, Newbie? Hello, hi. Hello, user. How are we doing? DS, welcome in. I'm hearing Aaron's wants a return. Guy, this is one tweet. One tweet from one Norwich City account. I've not seen it on Pinken. I've not seen it EDP. I've not seen it on TNC. Maybe it's also I'm hoping that it's not true. Because I think a lot of people are lost in the Max Aarons nostalgia era, right? He's not, especially when I see people start talking about him being a Kellen Fisher replacement, starts to worry me. Fred, welcome to the crew. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome on board, my man. How are we doing tonight? Also seen Evan Ferguson loan as an option. Sorry, what? Really? I thought he was now permanently out in Roma. I'd take that. I'd take that. That would be a fantastic. Makama Toure and Evan Ferguson. Don't make me dream. I want Bolton to get promoted, very likely. I'll be out for drinks on the Sunday, so I'm not on live for the League One playoff, but I am on live for the Championship playoff. At least we know who's finally playing in the Championship playoff, and I will be also live for the League Two playoff on the Monday. Probably feeling it that day, if I'm being honest. Phil and Grant's just singing chants to himself. God, we love to have you around, Phil. We do love to have you around. I take Aaron's if Stacey or Fisher leave. I would take Aaron's if Stacey leaves. I would understand Aaron's replacing Stacey. That one would make sense if the numbers line up. Aaron's replacing Kellen Fisher is not good. We should not be happy for that one. Max Aaron's glad we sold him. We sold him at the right time. I think that's the thing. You got to look at the tail off. I don't know how many of you guys and girls would have seen him play for Rangers. How much he struggled to get into the Bournemouth team, for example, as well. And even at Valencia as well. he has not hit the ground running and continued that sort of upward trajectory that he looks like he was on under Norwich. He should have stayed. He should have stayed. But hey ho. Danzino, mate, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Here we go. Right, we have to watch. We have to watch England, though. I don't care what time. Oh, Callum, we definitely will, mate. And all 3 games, luckily for England, are actually pretty sensible times. So I'm happy with that. I'm not. I'm not going to moan about the England streams. They're actually pretty decent, aren't they? Let's be honest. Ben, fantastic comment as always. We have to watch. No, Roma have sent him back to Brighton, and Brighton want him loaned out. I mean, look, if they want him to get some English league experience, a team that is going to be, and I don't care whether you're a Norwich fan or not, a team that is going to be fighting up at the top of the Championship next season, it's probably a good place for Evan Ferguson to go to really get back on the path that he was on as well. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see what they come up with. I might see you on TV on Monday night. Curtis, you down at Wembley, mate? Which team are you going on for? Charlie Savage is set to sign for Cardiff, a midfielder from Reading. Welshman of 23 years old. That'd be a great signing for Cardiff City. He was one that Norwich were looking at in January. And I was a bit bemused when I saw it, if I'm being honest. I was a bit like, why on earth is Savage all over my bloody feed? And to be honest, when I had a look at the season that Charlie Savage was having at Reading, he's a quality little player, isn't he? He's a quality little player. And it could click very well at Reading. Welsh man, Welsh team. Cardiff putting a nice little squad together. I'll be at the Notts County versus Salford, so you might see me. Curtis, enjoy it then, mate. Enjoy it. Who are you rooting for then? Notts County, of course, was born in Nottingham. Yes, I do remember. My deepest apologies, my man. Look, good luck. Up against the class of 96. Notts County, could they be making it into League One? We need Hernandez back, I can't lie. Theo, stop that nonsense. You know you always bring this up, and you know I'm never going to agree with you. Onel Hernandez is a League Two player, and I hope, I love him to bits, and I hope that he finds himself a club this summer. He seems to be working very hard down the coffee shops. Fox has never quit. I am effing shocked Maguire, MGW and Palmer are out of the World Cup squad. I'm quite shocked about Maguire. I think he's had another solid season. Man United maybe haven't had the best of seasons, but he's had a decent season. Palmer, I think he needs a summer off. I think Cole Palmer needs a summer off. I think there are other players out there. I'm thinking if I see a Morgan Rogers, an Elliot Anderson, there are players that I'm going to be happy, comfortable seeing in the squad that I think would make up for not having Cole Palmer there, to be honest. But hey-ho, we will see. You should take Ryan Whitnell. We didn't give him a contract. Cardiff City fan, respectfully, if a League One promoted team is not signing him up to a contract, I think Norwich will pass on that one. I think we'll pass on that one. No Shaw and no Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall's a big shock. Big shock. Why do you have an AirPod? So the AirPod is attached to this, and the earphone is attached to you lot. So we're multitasking here, Curtis. We're multitasking. Jesus, Roberto, calm, Roberto. I've got you. Don't need to spam. Just don't spam, my man. I'll come to you in 2 seconds. Cole Palmer to Pompey, not on your life, Cowlan. Hate Tuchel. Why has he left one of our best defenders out? Hey, look, this is going to be a real baptism of fire for Thomas Tuchel out in America. Let's be honest. We have had fantastic success. Whether you agree or not, England for most of my life were nowhere near even making, guaranteed getting to a tournament, let alone guaranteed getting out of the group stage. And under Gareth Southgate, we have had continued success. Semi-finals, finals, consistently. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one for Thomas Tuchel. So, mate, big decisions for him. Do you think Norwich will get promoted next season? Roberto, I am absolutely all here on the Norwich City getting promoted bus. I don't think HMS Piss the League is going to get, I'm not going to get my hat out for it just yet until we make a few signings. But look, the owners are gunning for it. Napper's gunning for it. Clement's gunning for it. The players are talking about it. Everyone is singing off the same hymn sheet. We're guaranteeing ourselves playoffs, and we want to be pushing for top 2. That is the tale of the tape for Norwich City. And so far, no one disagrees. So that's the main thing within the club. I bring back Luke Shaw for the World Cup. He's been good. He's been great, to be fair, Luke Shaw. Scored again in Man United's recent win. It's just fitness. It's mainly fitness for him. I think Luke Shaw's surely got to be your sort of starting left back. And then having someone like a Lewis Hall, a decent, or an O'Reilly, You know, someone like that who backs up Mr. Shaw. Poor Southampton did it to themselves, though, didn't they? Unfortunately, I feel for the fans. I'll agree with you, Oliver, on poor Southampton fans. But poor Southampton as a club, unfortunately, this is what happens when you break the quite clear rules that you shouldn't break. Let's be honest. Alex Scott for England. How's his season been this season, Newbie Noob? I mean, he's a quality player. I love watching Bournemouth and I love watching him play. Should have kept Southgate, potentially. I mean, I did a video over on YT, what was it, a couple of years ago now that we haven't had Southgate, basically saying, actually, statistically, I know we all maybe didn't enjoy the football, but stats-wise and success-wise, factually, he's one of our best managers in probably the past century, which is a bit insane. We will definitely be top four. Not sure who is going to be too strong just yet. This is the hard thing, isn't it, Curtis? You know, we should definitely be gunning ourselves up there. 100% we should. But you just don't know. You know, it looks like West Ham are probably going to be the ones to come down. I mean, it's very Spursy if they get relegated on the last day. But I feel like West Ham's team gets ripped apart. I feel Wolves are probably best placed out of all of those three to come down already to get straight back up. You know what I mean? But we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. There's a lot to happen between now and August. You know, for all teams involved. Let's be honest. Absolutely gutted about the playoffs. Zachary, mate, you must be gutted about your club as well. Let's be honest, mate. Let's be honest. It is it's poor. It's poor showing from Southampton. Poor showing. Gutted for the fans, but the club themselves deserve it. Exactly. I think that's unfortunately the best way it is. You know, that's the best way to describe it. If it was Norwich, I would be fuming at my club. I'd be wanting everyone of a senior position fired, 100%. And I'd feel like absolute crap. 100% I would. How about City's 115 charges? Hey, Oliver, don't get me wrong, mate. I'm still banging the drum for that one. Where and when are they finally going to get resolved? Because clock's ticking, EPL. You know, you can't have the Saudi lawyers just hide this one away in court all the time. You gotta get this through because on current performance, you know, Chelsea losing 300 million quid. So what, are they just going to get a transfer embargo like Hull City? I think they deserve a million times more than that. They're taking the piss out of FP, you know, sort of the function of fair play rules. You've got Man City sitting with 115 court charges that none of us still have the full details on, which is insane. It's just, if you're going to punish Southampton, if you're going to punish, you know, and go and put Bury into administration, if you're going to put Sheffield Wednesday into League One, probably in a position where if they hadn't got an owner in as quick as they did, they would have been into League Two next season. You know, you're putting yourself in this place where it's like, so the big clubs get nothing done to them, and then, you know, anyone that's a medium size or below gets kicked in the nuts every other Wednesday. It's insane. It's insane. Of course, we've got the Pompey versus Southampton kicking off. Love to see it. You lot can just go at each other. Southampton will get points deduction, and their manager will get sacked and lose better players. Unfortunately, that is what Southampton are now staring down the face, aren't they? It felt like a kick in the nuts, getting kicked out of the playoffs, but losing 4 points, a draw and a win next season, basically, is going to be irrelevant for them. Potentially having to sack their manager, potentially now losing players who have become, you know, disillusioned with the club. It's not the summer that Southampton, you know, were looking forward to only a week or two ago at the end of the day. We want to sign Yedna. United, give me some more details, mate. Who is Yedna? Who and what should I be looking for? Can I pop this out? Oh, God, please now, don't say I've now broken this trying to do something clever. I should never try and do things clever. Oh, have I been clever? I think I might have been clever. Look at me. Right, there we go. I can now see everyone in the same place. Happy days. I'm learning. I think with a full pre-season under Clement, we should be strong from the off, especially transfers. 100% Curtis. And I've seen a few people questioning, you know, Norwich fans, rightly so, questioning why have we given the players only a week off after such a, you know, long and pretty, you know, broiled season. And I get it. I do get it. But from my point of view, I'm happy with it. It sends a very clear message. Boys, don't go to Alicante and start, you know, smashing down all the pies and the beers. stay off it, stay on your fitness plan, be ready for the first day in August when we need to kick off and kick off strong. So I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. Southampton get relegated next season because they'll get points deduction that affects them. It could be a really challenging season for them. 4 points is not. It sounds like a small amount, but well, I mean, look, 4 points right now would have taken you almost from playoffs down to, I think, 10th, 11th by the end of the season. Safety down at the bottom of the table if you don't kick on quickly, if they do have to rebuild their team, if they have to get a new manager in with a different mindset, a different style, etc., etc. I mean, if they have a manager that hits the ground like, Will Still did, 4 points would have seen them where Norwich were when they got Eckhart in. So it could be a very challenging season for Southampton. 115 charges getting done at the end of the season, I think, because Pep leaving. Yeah, Pep leaving suddenly 1 year early. It stinks, doesn't it? It stinks if something is going on. Burping Bob, thank you very much for the follow, my man. Welcome to the crew. Great to have you on board. It's great to see that is actually working. Fantastic, fantastic. What have I now done? I've now closed something I didn't want to close. We're learning. It's all good. Sack Eckhart and get Clement. Hands off, Oliver. Not in your life, mate. He is too already. You cut Clement, he bleeds yellow and green. That man is inducted into many a Hall of Fame. He already knows his way around the Queen of Iceni. He knows where the toilets are upstairs. He's all good. Not about points. It's about the manager and the quality of football. It's a big part of it, isn't it? It's a big part of it. Playoffs with Clement next season. Mark my words. Yellows. Love that from you, Burp and Bob. And I think playoffs got to be a minimum. It's got to be a minimum, hasn't it? Really, that's got to be the minimum target. I don't think that's unfair. I don't think that's wrong to feel that way. As a Norwich City fan, why should we aim for any lower than the playoffs, realistically? Especially when they're being extended to bloody 8th place. It's all about how we start. It's all about how we start. Hello, Grant. Good to see you, mate. It's the foundation of the players that Southampton will lose. Look at what Leicester have lost. I mean, Leicester are still an absolute mess. Let's never forget that one. Foxes never quit. How is the great reshaping of the Leicester City squad going? Surely you must have already moved on some key names. Which, by the way, again, for any Norwich fans about to pep up about players you'd like to see in our club, none of them. None of them. All overpaid crybabies. Didn't Pep leave Barca early too, though? I believe so, but wasn't that also because... Was that personal reasons? Because he then took a year off football, if I remember correctly, before going to Bayern Munich. I never know with Pep Guardiola. He overthinks things and then, people act like he's a genius for it. Especially now playoff stretches down to 8th. Exactly. Makes a big difference. Still no manager. Fataway linked with Coventry. Bloody hell. Surprised Cover going in for another winger like Fatwa. I thought forwards-wise, Cover probably all right, but que sera. Anyway, right, while we've got a bit of a lull in your guys' comments, again, lovely to have a few of you in here. I just want to show you what I've been doing. Of course, last week, bit of a stressful one. Appreciate all of you guys, bit of patience. I know I didn't get a chance to stream, sort of at all last week, but it's lovely to be back. Lovely to be back with all of you. Now, as I say, I've been moving over to a new bit of software so that I can dual stream. What I've also done is set up a bunch of brand new scenes to hopefully make this all a little bit easier and a bit more put together. So, when it comes to our watch-alongs, this is what you guys will be seeing. Ta-da! AW, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the crew. Great to have you on board, my man. When it comes to England watch-alongs, and we're going to have plenty of those in June, we switch over to this. It looks nice. I think I've done all right with this one, Obviously, back to Just Chat, as it is. And in a minute, we'll load up a bit of Footy Manager. We'll have a chill out. And of course, this is what you'll be seeing. But Footy Manager will be down there. So hopefully, it all looks good. Hopefully, you're happy with it. Hopefully, you like it. Hopefully, it's nice and easy on the eye. And hopefully, it's eye-catching so that we can catch more people in here. Because I've got some regular faces in here who've been around for many, many streams now already. Which I'm sure you would like many other people to join. Tank Top Brad, good to see you, mate. As a Borough fan, I've got a good feeling about Saturday. I wouldn't. Sorry to burst your bubble. I think this has got Hull written all over it. I think, Middlesbrough having to pull the players' mentality. Now, you can tell me that your players maybe were still in training this whole time. And if they were, yeah, that maybe makes a bit of a difference. But for me, the mentality of you've lost your semi-final, you're going onto the beach, and then suddenly you're playing the biggest game in the championship season. That's a tough one. That is a tough one. Also, I think, unfortunately, there's not much I've still seen from Middlesbrough. You guys are dominating games. You're playing lovely football, but you're not putting it in the back of the net. And I just think that Hull will absorb all that pressure and catch you on the counter. But we'll see, mate. Good luck. Good luck. Did you get yourself some tickets, mate? Obviously, quite a last impulse purchase that's had to be. It's that. Is that depressing? I want to watch 2015-16 highlights. To be honest, mate, I've definitely gone back to 2011, 2012 highlights a few times before, so I don't blame you. Think Hull are going to lose, says United. Come on, United. You're just going against me. That's all it is. Hull have done a phenomenal job this year, by the way. Transfer embargo, bunch of frees, still got sixth. And they've actually made Ollie McBurney a goal-scoring striker. Amazing. I mean, that in itself, in my eyes, is a miracle. Because I thought he was just a donkey on skates. But fair play. Mate, good to see it, Bradley. Good to see you got yourself some tickets as well. Right, let me load up a bit of FM. We will get that on in a minute as well. There we go. Happy days. Because Hull had no game plan, no game change plan. Oh, this is really useful. Thanks, Steam. That's not what I want to do. Let me go back to the main menu, please. Oh, for bleeding heart's sake. There we go. If he shows up, brilliant. Hackney's back. If he shows up brilliant, then we will win. I mean, that could be a huge one. How well does he come back from his fitness? From his injury. How fit is he? Is he raring to go? That could be. I mean, Hayden Hackney scoring one from 25 yards out. Could this be the sort of, who was it that scored for Sunderland? The second goal to see them through the playoffs last season. Maybe it could be one of those. This is the last thing that Hayden Hackney does for Middlesbrough. Sends you up and then signs for someone else. I think that's surely who's got to be it. Who won Manager of the Year? I haven't actually seen that yet, Curtis, to be honest. Let me just get this back into window mode, because of course it's done it just when it wants to. Everything was starting to work really well. There we go. Back into windowed. Happy days. Right. Let's get that out of my ear. There we go. Right. Happy days. I don't actually know who's won Manager of the Year. Anyone got any ideas? Should we get on the old Google? I mean, wasn't sorry to say it, but wasn't Eckhart involved in that? Here we go. Championship Manager of the season. No, it still has not been. Oh no, Frank Lampard. Frankie Lampard. It did. Yes. Yeah. Foxes never quit. Yeah, it was Frank Lampard. Yeah, can't really argue with that one, to be honest. There was a small period over the winter where I was like, how on earth are you losing this many away games? How on earth are you struggling this much with this team that you've got? That I maybe thought, maybe he's not that good. But look, the season Coventry had, yeah, fair play to him. Fair play. Do you think Leicester could get Eckhart if Southampton sack him? I mean, of course you could. Why not? I mean, I don't think many clubs are going to want to touch him with a barge pole with the way that he's handled the whole cheating scandal as well. But yeah, again, kind of like Curtis said, would you want him? Would you want him? Probably not. Would anyone want him? I think he's going to be a bit of damaged property for a while. Let's be honest. The Saints manager, I thought he was one of the nominees, but it looks like he wasn't. It was basically the whole manager, Middlesbrough manager, Alex Neil at Millwall, and Frank Lampard. But it was Frank Lampard who took the nomination. Hello, Isaac, mate. How are we doing? Good to see you. Maybe someone who doesn't spy on their opponent. That would always be good. Fair, I'd said Alex Neil personally, considering the budget. I think he did an amazing job. I thought it was a bit of a limp performance in the second leg against Hull, if I'm being honest. I expected a little bit more, especially Millwall at home. I thought that one would be a lot better. Isaac, mate, I'm glad to be back as well. Very, very happy to be back at it. New software is finally working. We've got it going. Everyone has been very patient, which is greatly appreciated. and it's just good. It's just good to be back on the old grind. Doing good, mate. Doing good. Life is a bit more settled. I'm now looking at the lovely new boiler that broke. Well, the old one broke at completely the wrong time in life, but we're good now. We're settled with that, and yeah, life at the old casa is a lot brighter, a lot better. Right, let's switch over to here, and if that's not going to work, then there we go. It has worked its life out. Happy days. Right, so we will move that over there, and we will move this up. That's made me look very fat. It's a bit rude. There we go. Right, nice little window. That'll be all right. That'll work. And I just need you guys back up. There we go. It always breaks at the wrong time. Not a fan of 26 then, mate. I haven't even tried it, Curtis. It's still the problem I have with it is it's still two mixed reviews. I don't want to spend my money on it. You know, it's kind of like I'd be down. I'm down for buying it when it's like a tenner, inevitably, you know, towards 27 coming out. I'll buy it just to keep it in the old Steam library. I know a lot of people have said, it's been a lot better. But if your game has been so crap, for it to be a saving grace that suddenly it's actually starting to perform better, crazy. Dux is on holiday in Turkey, so won't be here probably. Well, look, hopefully he's enjoying his holiday in Turkey. You getting yourself a holiday at some point this summer, Isaac? I think they'll get it better with 27, but it's the same month as GTA, so not many buy it. I think we'll all know what we'll be playing over here. GTA all the bloody way, mate. Yeah, they can bugger off. Maybe Sega should just skip another year again. They need to take the graphical benefit and bring back a lot of the stuff that they were doing with FM24. You know, they built the game up to such a good place and just ruined it by just overthinking too much. But hey ho. Can't complain too much, eh? How are we all feeling as well about Arsenal, Premier League champions? Are we all over the inevitable, almost sort of stereotypical being angered and upset by it? If they had the UI of 24 but the tactical side of 26, that'd be amazing. That's the thing. They're not far off. They just need to combine it, don't they? You know, and of course, bringing those... The graphics look incredible. They really do. The game engine looks fantastic. I love stuff like that. You know, anything that can make you feel more involved, more engaged, great. But, still a few leaps and bounds for for the guys to come through. Arsenal fans are unbearable. Arthur, don't worry. I've got one who... I'm in some discussions over some things we might be able to do in the near future. A good friend of mine, good friend of mine, one of the few of my friendship group who is as into football as I am. And yes, he is a Gunner fan, but he has fortunately been away, so I haven't had to hear it too much. That always is a bit of a blessing. Of course it is. But even he'll admit that yes, he is anticipating Arsenal fans to be absolutely unbearable. Going Cyprus for 2 weeks and 54 days. Isaac, enjoy it, mate. Enjoy it. Should be beautiful temperature getting on to that time in the summer. I'm happy with it. I know a lot of Arsenal fans, so they're happy. I'm happy. I think that's the best way, isn't it? You know, look, from my point of view, it's not Man City. That's a win. That's a win all day. Okay? You know, I cannot have boring Man City. You'll be there for the World Cup final. Bloody hell. You know you're not in the right country for the World Cup final, though, right? You know? Well, Cyprus, they're going to add a couple more hours on. So you're going to be watching the World Cup final, I think, at like 1 o'clock in the morning there, Isaac, my man. First day there, 37 degrees. No, I'd die. I would die. I cannot hack that level of heat. We've got Zante coming up in July, and I'm worried when I look at some of those heat ratings. They're a bit much. I think I'm going to be spending a lot of the time by the bar and in the pool. I think that's my tactic. To be honest, that's my usual tactic when it comes to a nice 1 week away in an all-inclusive. Right, we're favourites. We should be winning. Yeah, sounds good. Why not? Bosh. There we go. Going to a local pub to watch it. It'd be interesting in England as well, with all of these mental times. Obviously, like your 8 o'clocks, your 10 o'clock kickoffs, they're fine. But for the sort of 2 or 3... Well, this is going well. For the sort of 2 or 3 o'clock kickoffs in the morning, be interesting to see what the old government does when it comes to allowing people to stay in the pub and keep drinking to the early hours of the morning. I'm sure they'll work something out. Right, this has got to be the worst start I've had on a Football Manager stream in forever. What on earth are we doing, boys? That's diabolical. That's absolutely diabolical. Jill around Norwich, I saw there's a heat wave tomorrow. Yes, there is, and I will be in the office, and I am contemplating. I'm contemplating shorts and a t-shirt. To be honest, I don't think I'd get myself in too much trouble for it. Yes, back in it. Amari Hutchinson with the 1-1. Love to see it. Yeah, it is going to be brutal tomorrow. It's going to be brutal temperatures in Norwich. Being back in the office, I'm not looking forward to it. I am not looking forward to it. That aircon better be on 24/7. I can't be doing it. Got to wear a blazer and jumper all day, and my school is so strict, it won't let me take it off. My school used to be exactly the same, mate. We used to have to bargain with different teachers and different lessons to whether or not we could loosen our ties. And blazers could come off at least, and go on the back of the chair. That was okay. But yeah, whether or not your teacher was happy with you taking your tie a few inches down was that was always up to how lucky you were with your teachers. Trousers, we aren't allowed shorts. Well, that's a bit ludicrous. What's wrong with shorts? Are they now banned for reasons unknown? Oh, Kaneki. Love to see it, mate. Love to see it. Right, let's do a full multitask. We've got you guys on. We've got the game on. Let's do a little bit of an edit. What if Norwich City team? There we go. Switching to shorts now as 2-1 for jeans. Mate, isn't it just? Isn't it just? It's lovely. Daniel, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the crew. Great to have you on board. Yeah, I'm normally too hot anyway for any form of jean or trouser. But yeah, it's lovely to finally be having a good summer. And it should be a scorching summer with how crap the winter was. Normally, that should spell... This is very British of us, by the way. We are all just talking about bloody weather right now. But that should hopefully spell a fantastic summer ahead of baking hot heat. As Kanesh with the double. Piss off, ref. That's not offside. Wore jeans at work today and regretted it. Got home straight into shorts, mate. Fully with you on that one. I was working from home in shorts and still had a change of clothes after work. It was just stuffy. The house has been set up now for the winter. I need to get round and get all the vents done and do all those boring adult things. Don't we love it, though? Don't we love it? Right, let's put that in there. There we go. Slowly edit this one. Oh, what is that mess? Oh, no. That's not what we want. Bosh, there we go. Start piecing all these back together. 30 degrees on Monday when I go to Wembley. Mate, that is going to be stonking. You tubing across? Because Wembley is never a fun venue to try and get to. It doesn't matter whether you drive, public transport, it's just congested, tons of people. It's just rough, isn't it, Curtis? But if you're going anywhere near the Central Line, mate, good luck. French driving, we're parking there. Well, I mean, you've lucked out then, because I'd hate to be the Wembley driver. The last time I did it was League One playoff. I went with my uncle and his sort of friends and family and stuff to go and watch Leyton Orient versus Rotherham a few years ago now. Unfortunately, one of my uncle's friends was driving the minibus, and after the game, we'd made sure that we brought a full-on picnic so that we could just kind of basically stay in the car park for a good half an hour, 40 minutes, and just wait for everyone else and their mother to leave. Any good movie ideas or series need something to binge over half term? When is half term? Is that next week? Is that when I'll finally have no traffic on the roads going to work? Depends what you're into, My go-to is always Troy, mate. I could watch that 10 times in a week. Easy. Right. Right, we're back in control of this game, so that's good. That's what we want. Let's bring Rankin on, and let's take McConnell off, and we'll go with that. Would have been Jubilee line anyway from Stratford if I got the tube. Oh yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? I forget about the Jubilee line. Is that the overground one, isn't it? God, it's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've had to bother with London bloody traffic and public transport and all that lovely gumph. You're gonna just okay. See, that's not what I wanted. Come on, let me select it. There we go. Partly over, partly under. Lovely. Tomorrow's last day. Perfect. Right. Well, I'm looking forward to a good last week of the month then, where I can get up whenever I bloody want and easily, finally, cruise into work. Oh, that makes sense, yeah, because I've got a few people at work off. Yeah, makes sense. Lovely. PP. Yes. Donny PP with the 4th. Oh, piss off, ref. Leave it out. That was absolutely fine, and you know it was. Thank you very much. Donny PP with the 4th. Love to see it. 3 million quid gets paid off every other game. Finally, you're in the Europa League as well. Right, that. Take that in there. There we go. Happy days. Right, that should be all of those put together. Even European champions. Bosh. Oh, okay. Will Fish has lost his mind. Over from Stratford to Canning Town, then goes under North Greenwich until Zone 2, the other side. Jesus, Curtis, you got it fully planned out. Was this the backup plan by any chance to get yourself over there? Right, let's get Louis Barry on and Tony Springer in for Bobby Clark, and we'll bring Ross Murray on as well. No pressure. Go. Oh, Sar, what are we doing, Mamadou? Foxes, mate, welcome back in. We are back on Motherwell, mate. In the Europa League, first game week, and it's looking like a cruise. It is looking like a cruise for the old Tangerines. They are Tangerines, aren't they? Was that Dundee United? I've probably offended a lot of Scottish football fans there. Go on, Tony. Get a ball in. James. Ooh. Barron. Okay, that was a pointless highlight. Come on, James. Get a foot in it, mate. Oh, for God's sake. Ted, how we doing? That looked maybe like a foul. Oh, lovely, Baron. Lovely. Come on, lads. Get a foot on it. There we go, Barry. Oh, for God's sake. Really? Really? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Ah, don't you just love nice, relaxing games? Don't you just love it? Get rid. Bugger off. There we go. Right. Back into him. Oh my God. What are we doing? What are we actually doing? Right. Fish. Go on, James. Stretch your legs. Or not. I mean, I love that we're knocking it around, lads, but could we... Yeah, okay. Maybe we could. Fine. Good. Right. Get some control of the ball. Bloody hell. Curtis, I should also say, predictions for Monday, mate. What are you going for? I would imagine Nottingham Forest, but you got a score in mind? Let's close all of that down. Dylan, mate, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome on board to the crew. Oh, it's good to see those little goals are actually working. God, I've done something right for the once in my life. Right, come on, lads. See it out. See it out. Come on. Don't like that. Oh, I do like that. James, get your foot on it. Oh, my God, he's so slow. He is so... What are we doing? What are we doing? Why is it always the 94th minute? Like, why? Fine. Yeah, sure. Cool. Had to happen. Don't know why I do it to myself sometimes. Don't know why I do it. But hey ho. That's Mecca. Bloody bingo's playing. Go on, chase it down, PP. You can't score 4 goals at home against anyone and not win. That is, if that's not football 101, ridiculous. Yeah, you can all run bloody laps tomorrow. Forget your bloody bagels down the coffee shop. Get your asses in. You can do 15 laps each. God damn it. Yellows! Thank you very much, Isaac, for the 10 gifted. You watch yourself, though. I know what you're like. I feel like I still need to be your bloody financial advisor sometimes when it comes to these streams. NWI, mate, how we doing? How is your Thursday evening treating yourself? Right, that was about as piss poor could possibly piss poor get. This might be the season I finally get fired. God, fingers crossed. Right, tell me that this hasn't frozen itself. It seems to be that everything is coming through. Am I staring at this and you guys are going, why is he not answering my message? Let me just double check. Why does it do this to me every time? Right, apologies, guys. I'm not ignoring you. It's just being an absolute tit. There we go. Oh, for God's sake. Right, there we go. There we go. There we go. Let me reopen it. I hate computers. I really hate computers. I don't. You can't live with or without them. You know, it's the annoying thing. Here we go. Good to see it, NWI. When's the next live after this? Isaac will be Saturday, mate. We're doing a watch along for the Championship playoff final. Am I bottling it? Just did. 2-1 to Notts County goes Curtis. Mate, fair. It'll be that sort of game, won't it? It'll be 2-1 one way or another. Mate, didn't I just bottle it? How are we doing in the league? Not amazing. You know, we seem to struggle like this. I've got the lads winning most of the middle games. You know, most of the time, right? Most of the time, we're winning against most of the teams that we should. But we can't quite break consistently Rangers and Celtic right now. We finished 4th first season here. Finished 3rd last season. You know, I got to the Conference League final last season. Quarterfinals. Quarterfinals of the Conference League last, and now obviously not kicked off the Europa League fantastically well. But hey ho, hardest part of the SPFL. It is, mate. It really is. What I love about the SPFL though is you can build some really nice little teams for, you know, you can get given a decent little budget and you can still build some really nice little teams. Right, there we go. Just check all of that. Live performance. Bosh. Right, we're back in it. Bloody thing. Oh, we get there in the end, don't we? We get there in the end. No worries, Isaac, mate. Enjoy yourself. You need to win games of Europe to get decent budget. Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Motherwell were pretty cash rich. At the point that I've caught them at the minute, I think we've still got about 30 million quid in the bank. We're not in profit every season. We're trying to get the sponsorship money back up. I'm doing my bit, you know, staying under budget, making some good transfer deals, you know, but I need the money people behind the scenes to do their job. Right, but this surely has got to be another win. We're still not quite in that position where I feel confident putting us on sort of controlling the possession. Let's put Miller and Eli in, and we're going to have to change it at the back. God, rotation early. It's rotation early in the season, isn't it? Well, as well, mate. You know what I mean? Right, we do not want Connor Barron anywhere near the team this afternoon. Not when he's looking like he's about to absolutely tap out. PP is going to have to go off the bench as well. Let's just put Jay Wood in. That should be all right. Right, we'll have to go with that. I'll have to go with that. He's Kilmarnock. 9th place Kilmarnock. We should be winning this comfortably. It's either Killy or St Johnstone. Both or one of them, really. I can't remember which one, if I'm being honest. Have been bogey team every single season so far that I've been at Motherwell. They're crap as a team. They don't do fantastically well either. But every single time we come up against them, they just seem, they just seem to perform really well against us, which is painful to say the least. Dalton, mate, welcome in. Point finger. This is a match we should be winning. Every bloody match really has been a match we should be winning. We got spanked by Rangers, but every other game we pretty much won, to be honest. It's just, classic SPFL. The minute you slip up, everyone else around you jumps ahead. What have I even opened up here? Monitor live. Well, it's working. It's working. That's all that matters. I've got the bloody thing working. I'll take it. Right, here we go. Match day number 2 for us on the stream. Killy with a throw in. Come on, boys. Where's that nice high press? It's there, but that's too easy to get out. And off we go, chasing our tails. Tony's not got a chance. Oh, that's flashed across the face of the goal. Don't like that one. Don't like that one bit. Poppy, how we doing? There we go. Let's just refresh that as well, just to make sure. 23 minutes in. Jesus, we still can't even get a bloody shot. Right, come on, Amari. Change our fortunes. Or not. Bobby. Amari! Oh, what are we doing? What are we doing? Too easy. Too easy for the keeper. Once again. Whew. Okay, nice ranking. Right, build from here. Come on, lads. Bread and butter. That's it, Callum. Here we go, Tony. Come on. Terrible. Oh, terrible clearance, though. Go on, Eli. Bobby! Oh, what are we doing? Oh, we still just can't finish our bloody dinner. We still can't finish our bloody dinner. Let it flash through all of those. Okay. Bosh. That'll do. Right, 0-0. Sorry, guys, multitasking a little bit. Right, keep it going. We can win this one. Okay, come on. Oh, this team is shagged already. You guys are just going to have to share the load. Sam Jones can come in for Amari. And Louis out for Tony. Oh, I'm running out of options already. See, the thing is, I've got budget. I don't want to use the budget in a position where we're not really holding on to our finances well. I don't want to then start failing on the pitch when it comes to using too much of the old cashola. But hey, it's a long season. We've got plenty of time to go. Half decent Europa League campaign, and we should be right within the money again. Come on, pressure on them, lads. Oh, we're letting them play around us. What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, you can't let him do that. You can't let him do that. Oh, you're killing me, boys. You're killing me. Mate, it's just, I mean, he is our backup right back, but that was embarrassing. Lovely. Here you go, Rankin. So he lets one goal in really easy, and then he fluffs his chance to make amends immediately. Thank God. Well done, Bobby Clark. Right, well done. Okay, that's not working. Let's bring Connection, and even for a backup, mate. I know. Free signings are us. That's what we're on at the minute, and youth players as well. We're doing well. We're doing really, really well. Piss poor. Piss poor. The team did not perform this badly the last time I played. I just want to put it out there. I promise. I promise that they've decided to save these terrible performances just for when I've come back and started playing again. Right, come on, lads. Oh my God, Wood, can you get a ball in? Yeah, good lad. You're not really one I want to be running with the ball. Oh, Connell. Mate, it literally does. Or, I'm sure you've had this as well, Curtis. You'll start a save really, really well. Jones? Oh, yes. That is a right back who is an exceptional cam. You'll start a save really, really well on FM, and then suddenly it's just like inevitably when you get to the winter, it just turns to shit. Like sometimes you tweak stuff, sometimes you don't change anything, but whatever happens, it's like, oh, you've won 8 games in a row. Have a loss against bottom of the league. It's just like it's guaranteed. Yeah, exactly. Like 10 defeats in a row and the board sack you. And then the guy that comes in goes and wins a quadruple. And you're like, yeah, with my team. It was all going to happen. Just what are you doing? Bloody mayonnaise. That better not be. Oh, good lad, Lennon. Get that away. Get it away. Boys, what are we doing? Just get it down. Oh, just get it down and play. Don't like that. What are we doing? How are you letting him turn on that? Mate, it literally, isn't it? There was a small period where I was helping out a friend's brother coach an under-18s team, and that again, 101, absolute 101. Get the ball down, be confident on the ball. These lot are now just playing like prime bloody Barcelona. Oh, that's probably a penalty. Oh, Jesus. Boys, what are we doing? Can't get the ball down, can't play, can't defend. Right, come on. Get her in. Terrible goal. Absolutely Terrible, terrible goal, but we'll take it. I don't think I did. Oh no, I do. Yeah, I did have it play out from the defence. Which again, we've played some beautiful football. Some absolutely beautiful football from play out defence. I took it off briefly last season when we were struggling, and we got even worse. We just kept lumping the ball forward and getting caught on the counter, which was just ridiculous. So it's like, well, I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. But I've bought in. Okay, maybe not the right back that was starting, but the main right back and the main two centre backs that we've got. I brought them in specifically because they were just as good at defending, but their passing and their vision was a million times better. So it was like, well, come on, we've got to build from there. Exactly, Curtis. Exactly. I can just imagine myself screaming on the sideline, all of the obscenities of 4 letters and more, of what on earth are you lot doing, other than trying to put me in an early grave? Uh, oh, you've got to be taking the piss. You have got to be taking the piss. Okay. Okay. We get away with one. We get away with one. Bloody hell. Right, come on. Kinich. Oh my god. He's literally got 14 passing. What more can I do? Oh, didn't we just, Curtis? Didn't we just? And we just got away with that one as well. These boys are living on the edge and putting me into an early grave. Right, come on. I'm not conceding an assist to a lad called Purrington. What are you doing? What? What, what are we doing? Why can we not play football suddenly, lads? Are we actually going to score and concede 6 goals at home in 2 games? Oh my god, Johnson, you catch everything. Nah, yeah, exactly. Curtis has called it. This is a complete and utter fix. That goalkeeper was one of the goalkeepers of the season. I bought him as a backup because he did so well at Hibernian. He's been brilliant at the start of the season, and now he's just gone and done that. I hate Football Manager. I hate this game. I don't know why I ever play it. Oh, for God's sake. What are we doing? Where are you going? What are you doing? Oh, even Radu Gal can't even hold a ball up now. Bloody Eggley, bugger off. Oh my god, Purrington's nearly scored. Kill me. This is typical. Curtis, you were too kind. That's what the problem was. You were too kind for me. Right, Backaboon, Purrington. Who are these players? Ryan, mate, welcome in. I mean, Jesus. I mean, technically, yeah, they did have a 2xG, didn't they, at the end of the day? It's piss poor. It's piss poor. I haven't done it in a while. I'm going to throw the bottle. You lot are an embarrassment. I don't care if they fire me. I don't care if I've hit someone in the head. You can all bugger off. That was absolutely pathetic. What on earth was that? This game, man. How can it be such a relaxing and also, at the same time, rage-inducing video game? You know what I mean? Squad unhappy with the squad. You're the bloody problem. Yeah, I'll deliver them as I see fit. Yeah, thank you. Bugger off. You play like that, you're lucky it's not a brick getting thrown at you. Just send Carsley. I don't want to speak to the media. Bugger off. Even if I do just click through it, because no one's got time for that. No one's got time for just sitting there clicking. Nah, I'm not reading. I'm not bloody reading. Imagine Sir Alex Ferguson having watched that. Mate, he would have been ripping hair out. He would have drop kicked someone if that was Sir Alex. And they want to come and moan to me because I threw a bottle. Bugger off. You lot need to sharpen up a little bit. No wonder we keep conceding so many bloody goals. And we weren't. We weren't before. Why is this team just want to embarrass me now? Absolute shambles. Hey, look, there's a reason why. There's many reasons why Sir Alex Ferguson, for me, is the best manager of the world, and in history as well. Pep can piss off, and that is one of them, Curtis. That is one of them. Right, Vitesse away. Can we turn around? I say turn around a Europa campaign. We're just happy to be in the league stage, really. Oh, we should have been up here. We should have been up here. For God's sake. There won't be, mate. There won't be. And the thing is, I like Pep, exceptional manager. But he needs to go and prove that he can do it in a very different environment. You know, a very different level of team, a very different level of finances, of, you know, quality within the team when he inherits it, etc., etc. You know, I just think the stuff that Ferguson did at Aberdeen, you know, what he inherited at Man United versus what he left when he left Man United, were worlds apart. I don't think you can compare the two right now. They've had very, very different situations in their managing career. I wonder if Sir Alex Ferguson will be at the game on Monday to support the Class 92. May very well be, to be fair. I know he does. He does keep up with a lot of football in his old age. Curtis, you might, mate, take the autograph book. You know, you never know. You never know, mate. That's going to be really loud. I'm going to mute that for you lot. Don't need that. Oh, Radu, what are you doing? Pep goes to Aberdeen, he doesn't win anything. That's the difference. I think that is the difference, you know. And all right, a lot of people, rightly so, would say to me, "Oh yeah, but that happened for Ferguson under a very different time. Football's not like that anymore. You have to spend X amount of money." And it's like, well, Ferguson still beat an incredible Real Madrid team in the European final. You know, with a team that he'd built with his own two bare hands and a bit of duct tape. You know, like, come on, there's still levels to this. There is still levels to it. Let's change that. Oh, PP, what are you doing? Come on. Right, let's do those. There we go. Right, come on, lads. Amari to whip it in. Oh, come on, PP, get it back in. What earth are we doing? Work it out wide? Yeah? There we go. Bit of space. Curtis, mate, absolutely. Absolutely. You get yourself as many photos and autographs as you can. You never know. A few Notts County lads that may be legends there come yesteryear. To be fair, I did wonder if you were going to do the sensible thing of getting there as early as possible. I mean, look, it's a day out of Wembley. You've got to enjoy it. You've got to make the absolute most of it. It's never a cheap day out as well, is it? Let's be honest. How many have you got going in your group then? Come on, Bobby. Come on. Find a way in. Oh, that's a good ball. Oh, PP. You could have had a hat trick by now. Nice, mate. Nice. They've got all of the. There's like a little sort of retail park just near Wembley now as well. Last time I went down there was actually quite nice. Three of us, me, my cousin, and my best friend. Mate, lovely. Enjoy it. Right, that's all of those in. Yeah, nice, mate. Nice. Enjoy it. I'll be curious to know what it looks like now as well, because as I say, it was still very much under construction the last time I was anywhere near Wembley. I think it was just nipping into the IKEA was the last time I was down there. Which probably doesn't even exist now, that bloody IKEA. Right, come on, Rankin, make up for it. Curtis has cussed you out for right back. Can you play bloody holding midfielder for a half? Literally across the road from Wembley, we went there. We went to England versus Wales last October. What's it like watching an England game at Wembley? Which I know, I'm a football fan, seems maybe an obscene question for me to ask, but as a fan who has spent the vast majority of his time living up in Norfolk, it's not like that's an easy place to go midweek for a crap England friendly. Um, but I know, Tuchel's already bemoaned not a lot of good England support at Wembley. I just think it must be a crap place to go to watch England play football. I'd love it if they did it like they did the under 21s recently. Coming to Carrow Road, go to the Riverside, go to Old Trafford, go to Anfield, go to the Hill Dickinson, go to even like Craven Cottage, like stadiums around London. Don't just keep playing England friendlies at Wembley. I think there's also an argument for it from a point of view of, um, sorry, hang on, oh, crap. There's a point of view that we play all these games at Wembley, and then we go and we play tournaments in completely different stadiums of all different sizes, quality, atmosphere. Surely it'd be beneficial for the players to play as an England squad, not just in their club football, in different stadiums. That one was pretty poor atmosphere in the end. For a big game like Spain, etc., it would be great. True. And when we went, it was on a Thursday night friendly. Lots left early. Only one part was singing. I think that's the problem. Kanye, mate, welcome in. Good to see you. Um, that is the problem, isn't it, Curtis? It's midweek football again. Like if you gave me England playing Bosnia Herzegovina in a friendly mid-August, would I go down on Tuesday night to London for it? No. If it was at Carrow Road and it was 15, 20 quid still, would I go? Yeah, 100%. And I think to be able to go and see all the other fans around the country, that's not even offside, is it? That's not even offside. Brilliant. Um, yeah, to be able to sort of go around the country and see all the other fans as well and give them a chance. I don't think you spelt that one right, Kanye, if I'm being honest. But I'm not an expert. I'm about to dig through my texts from my best mate just to double check you. Uh, we're just throwing balls to the wall. FM is becoming a bit of a behind the scene. Sorry, a bit of a floating in the background for the stream because it's killing me very rapidly. I cannot believe how piss poor we've been. Do I know what country? What do you mean, what country, Kanye? I think it is as well, Curtis. But maybe I'm being naive. Go on, Amari, you bastard. I don't even care. I know that we're going to lose, you know. So great, cool, bugger off. Unless you're trying to say something specific, potentially. Kenny staying till 2028. Let's effing go, Kanye. I mean, I'm very happy with that news coming out last night and this morning. I mean, look, Kenny McLean is going to retire as a mayor of the city, as club captain. No one's upset with that, are they? Let's be honest. No one's upset with that. I was just happy to see him signing 1 year. Where'd you hear that? Wait, he signed a new contract. I don't know if it is signed, sealed, and delivered, but it has already been pretty much announced that that is what is to be anticipated. Pinken have already been all over it. Yeah, you boys are crap. You're doing my tits in now. Come on. What are we doing? Why are we just dropping points left, right, and centre? There we go. Save that. Kanye, nah, mate. Not interested. I don't think Max Aarons is anywhere near the quality level that we need. He's not worth putting any money into for a backup. I mean, if he was like available on a free, you know, and we were getting him in to sort of be a Jack Stacey sort of level, maybe. If he was available for, you know, if a deal did get done and it was like £1 million, yeah, and low wages, yeah, fair enough. He's not he's not the player that I think a lot of people are thinking they remember him as, and he's not even the player that Norwich used to even have. He dropped off a cliff like so many who left, you know, after that sort of period of good youth players coming through Carrow Road. He really did struggle. 2 more years in the mayor, mate. I'm loving it. I was just happy with 1 more year next season. 1 more season with Kenny McLean. Get him, you know, get promoted all together. Send him off. I was well happy with that. But hey ho. Sadly, he's the one who looked better because of Farker. Absolutely, I think the style of play. I think the time as well. That, you know, the sort of football you could get away with. But also, he used to get. Max Aarons used to frustrate me a lot, maybe just personally, because I felt like he always used to get caught out when he shouldn't. Very sort of Trent Alexander-Arnold sort of character. Emi Buendia. Yeah, there you go, Curtis. 100%. Give me Emi Buendia. I'll be a very happy man. Very, very happy man. Right, let's bring Will Fish back in. There we go. That'll do. Emmy feeding Mo and Jovan would be unreal. Mate, it would be 100 points, 100 goals would be so easy. So easy if we had Emi Buendia back in that team. Speaking of Emi Buendia, and speaking of where Norwich City would be if we still had our best players, I've just pressed post on a new clip that I will encourage you all to go and have a little look at. In about 2 seconds once it's uploaded. Right, they're all matches we should be winning, but you lot are just crap. You're doing my absolute nutting. Right, come on, lads. It's bloody St. Mirren away. We can't be losing this one as well. Yes, mate. Curtis, it is literally 90%. I'll tell you when. I'll tell you when. You can be one of the first, mate. See what you think. Hoping Stacey goes this summer. I'm not I'm not upset about keeping Stacey until his contract ends, to be honest. As a backup right back, he can happily go and play winger if need be. He's a good character to have around. I'm not upset against it. Unless we were able to somehow negotiate a fee for him, let him sit there. He'll be all right. Stacey Fisher is strong right back options. I think they're great. I think they're great right back options. I think fitness-wise, you could probably do with a third. Look, boys, we are just losing every game, so I'm just going to chat with you two. All right, just going to keep chatting with you two because FM is going to tits, and I can't. I've not got the brain capacity to try and save this right now. Do you think we should put Forson out on loan? Potentially. It depends how much he's proven himself. To the likes of Big Phil. I think. Oh, PP, what are we doing? Mate, at this point, yeah. It is horrid. It's an absolute horrid show. What on earth is going on? Why am I trying to make a sub 10 minutes in? I'm forgetting we're bleed 10 minutes in. Feels even worse. Come on. Come on. Right, strap. In that ball goes. Out it bloody well goes. Jesus Christ. I think keep Forson in the squad. Let him prove himself after a full pre-season with Clermont. If Clermont still sees something there, I think he gets minutes. I think he's a good option to have as a sort of backup right winger. I think he can play cup games maybe in the hole so we can see how good of a number 10 he potentially is. But I think he's a good, I think he's a good sort of wing option. Look, I mean, by the sounds of when I went to the Pinken live, the lads are saying that Jurisic is still in the good books of Phil Clermont. So, where are we at with right wing options? It looks like our first signing is probably going to be a right winger. We've been linked with so many of them now. But how many options do we want Phil Clermont to still have? Right, there you go. Next video is now live, guys. If you want to go and have a little look. It is related absolutely to the likes of Emi Buendia. He's a good squad option for right mid and Kang. Absolutely. I think that's the thing. Forson is just, maybe he's not the elite sort of player that we were hoping he was going to be when he signed originally, but he's got some talent. There's some potential there. I think he could do a job. As a sort of squad player, I think he could do a job. He's so loved as well. He's clearly a very, very strong character in the dressing room. All the lads clearly love him. When he scored the goal against Sheffield United and the celebrations with him after, stuff like that, it's very, very important. Oh, this is just taking the piss now. I'm not even paying attention to FM because I'm going to scream. I'm going to scream and the missus is going to kick me out and I'm going to have to sleep in the bloody garden. Absolutely abysmal. I don't even know why I put us on positive. I mean, we've got the possession for it, but hey-ho. Do you think Gary Sauber will go to Ipswich or is it all just jokes? I think it's a rumour that has no backing. I'm pretty sure when I had a little look at the tweet that it all originated from, it's not really someone who's well-renowned for, putting out genuine rumours. I think it is all just banter. I'm sure they'd be interested in someone like that, but respectfully, why would he go? Why would he even leave Galatasaray for the likes of Ipswich? He'd be passing up Champions League football, something that's crucial for him when it comes to getting into the Brazil team, which unfortunately he's not made the World Cup. So even though he's had a brilliant season, old Carlo has said, "Nah, mate, you're not quite there yet." I think it's one of those things. He needs to stay at somewhere like Gala and keep himself moving. Why is that not loading? Because that can't be true. Harsh to drop Kenny. Well, I just think Gabby Sarah is just too good. So who would you put then, Curtis? What would you put? Gabby Sarah alongside Kenny McLean? Run it back one more time? Yeah, I think if Gabby Sarah this summer goes Prem, it's Arsenal, it's Man United. Probably I saw him linked with Man United, and I thought that one kind of makes perfect sense. They are desperate for good quality midfielders, and rather than trying to buy proven Prem quality, which puts them in a bit of a position where, you know, they're just going to get overpriced, as they always bloody do because they're Man United. Maybe go into the Turkish market. You've got a quality player there, who's just ready to be put into the Prem. In my opinion. Right, that is just not working at all. So we'll just close that down and start the upload process. Oh no, I need to download it, don't I? Numpty. Right, you're all crap. I'm sacking every single one of you. I'm going to fire you all to literally half time. All your contracts are getting ripped up. You can all get in the bloody bin. Absolute piss take. Right, here we go. There we go. Perfect. Right, let's bring that back. Callan, how we doing, mate? You know, Jadon Sancho has been in all European finals in 3 years, Champions League, Europa, and Conference. So who would that be for? So obviously Villa last night. Who on earth would have been the Conference one? Who won the Conference last year? Callan, have you made this up? If you have, it's very impressive. Chelsea and Dortmund. Oh, of course, yeah. Dortmund 2 years ago with the Champions League. And Chelsea in the God, Jesus, I forgot the Chelsea. Oh, you lot are just taking the piss now. I forgot the Chelsea with bloody sunk that low. Newcastle could be a good shout. I mean, the sort of Bruno Guimaraes connection. Again, it's a sort of like a sensible deal while Newcastle can't go and spend 200-300 million like they were hoping they could. He was in the final as well, yeah. Conference League with Betis, yeah. Jadon Sancho. So if you want to win European finals, sign Jadon Sancho. Not to play, just to sit on the bench. Close that down like that. There we go. That is a crazy fact, Callan. Love that. Love that from you. Right, boys, can we just finish this game? Because I am sick and tired of even seeing FM on my screen right now. It's killing me. It's killing me quickly. Right, I'm just going crazy on the subs. Just throw everything at it. Maybe it will show me something that I need to see. There we go. Oh, Tony! Oh, Tony, what are you doing? Don't do it to us, Tony. Don't give us hope. I want Borja Signs back. Kanye, I'd kill for Borja Signs back. Kill for him back. But he's out in Porto. First season, first title. He hasn't played lots, but obviously he's had a lot going off, off the pitch as well, which very, very sad to hear. But getting Borja Signs back, oh my God, he would have a whale of a time under Phil Clement. Do you think Sarah should stay at Gala or wait to and wait for us to get back to the Prem. I mean, I'd love it if that was his plan. If Gambie Sarah's plan was, behind the scenes was, look, Norwich, get promoted, stay up, and I'll come back home. That would be exceptional, wouldn't it? However, for me, I think Gabby needs another year out in Gala, get another title under his belt, have another good season in the Champions League, and then I think he's going to be really sought after by some decent clubs. He'll still be, 26, going on 27, something like that, getting into his prime years. I think that's the best route for him. You've had one good year, having left the Championship squad. Don't go crazy. Don't go and join some Premier League team that's pretty irrelevant. That's not what we're here for. But hey ho. Kanye, I'll see you later, mate. Looney, good to see you. How you doing? Congratulations on 4K, mate, as well. Great to see it. He'll be wanted this summer by a lot of big clubs. He will, and he's going to be rumoured to be, going to a lot of big clubs. So much that even bloody Ipswich have jumped on the bandwagon. But there's no way that Gabby Sarah wants to make that move. It wouldn't even make sense for him to go there. I think it's more, does a Big Six club come in this summer with a guarantee of him playing football? He should not stunt his career desperately trying to chase back into the Premier League. There we go. Do that. Oh, we could be more than just friends. Oh. So why have we suddenly decided to play football in the last 2 minutes of this? Like, why are we doing that to me then? What's the point in that one then, lads? What's this look like on YouTube? Oh, it looks alright, to be fair. Sorry, getting distracted. Having a look what the channel looks like. Not sure they can afford him, though. I think Everton would be good fit, especially with Beto, their fellow Brazilian. You probably would. Again, those sort of, even like a Fulham as well, maybe throw that in there. Right, let's get this crap off my screen. Yeah, you lot are an absolute waste of space. I hate every single one of you. No, I don't want to talk to you. Go away. You're all fired. You're all fired. Save game. I could save scum it. I could just not save. Shame. Shame. Right, here we go. Edit that. Mate, I'm terrible. I don't know what has gone on there. But that was about as piss poor gets from me. Oh, yeah. I can feel myself coming down with a cold. What is going on? Just can't win. Not sure about Fulham. Not sure if they're going to be the club on the up, whereas Everton are. What is going on with Everton and old Silver? Is he leaving or is he not leaving? It seems to get, talked about. Then it was kind of like, no, he's going to stay and all's good. I don't get it. I really don't get it. They're not normally that bad, Cowland. We normally play some lovely football. The previous streams have been better. It could be that, Curtis. It's tickling me in the back of my sort of throat, which that worries me. That worries me that there might be some sniffles on the way. It can be the season, change of seasons and all that. Great fun, love it. Carrow Road. So how are we all feeling ahead of Saturday then? I'll be honest, I have no clue. Hay fever's been awful when I've not taken a tablet. To be fair, I've dosed up pretty well, but I haven't taken a tablet in a while. That reminds me, I'm going to take one tonight. Just to get... Because I know the levels are going back up now. There we go. It was just an antihistamine, all right? It was just an antihistamine. It was nothing else. Don't worry. It's crazy to say, but when you think of the recent sales. There we go. Norwich City. Football. Right, we'll let that do its thing. Saturday buzzing, I don't care who wins. I mean, that's always the nice thing about it, isn't it, when it's a Wembley final and your team's not involved. No pressure, we can just sit back and enjoy it. I'm excited to watch the chaos unfold. Me too, Curtis. Early predictions, guys. What are we going for? As I say, I think this has got Hull City suddenly written all over it with how it's all come about, with the cheating gate coming along. I've got this feeling that it is lined up perfectly for Hull to just really punish Middlesbrough and really get what they deserve. 2-0 Hull, I could see it. Middlesbrough looked pretty toothless up top. Hull looked fantastic at hitting teams on the break, winning games also that they're not fully in a lot of the time, going back to the last day of last season. Still not bitter. Still not bitter at all about Ollie McBurney. 2-1 Hull, says Cowlan as well. It just feels like it could be their day, could be their season. Everything's stacked against them, and they find a way to get through. It'd be a fantastic way to end the championship, wouldn't it? It really would put a cap on a pretty crazy, chaotic season. I think it's got a whole win written all over it. It really does, doesn't it, Curtis? You know, I'm with you on that one. That's exactly what they've done all season. They just find a way. I think that's the thing. I really thought, and I said it a few times, if you're going to rely on Ollie McBurney as your number one striker, you are going to struggle. You really, really are. And you know what? He just keeps scoring, and they just keep finding a way, and they keep making it work. Can't deal with another penalty shootout. Well, Callan, I'm not fussed with another penalty shootout as long as Norwich City aren't involved. If Norwich were going to be involved in this game, I'm sat there going, right, I want this wrapped up in the first half. I want to be seeing us, 2-3 to the good, nice and early, no excuses, happy days. But yeah, watching as a neutral, I'm looking forward to it. This is going to be easy street. Nothing to worry about. Just kick back and relax and enjoy it with all of you guys. That is very bizarre. Why is that? Why is that like that? Weird. Very weird. There we go. As long as the penalty shootout isn't on Monday, I'm good. That's going to be a long, long day for you otherwise, Curtis, isn't it? Jesus. You might not be getting back until sort of Tuesday if Monday's game goes to penalties as well. What's the kickoff on Monday? It's not. Is it still sort of mid-afternoon? I should know. I am planning on streaming it. It is a shame that plans haven't quite lined up for me to be able to do all of them. It's 3 p.m. Oh, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Look, again, just enjoy your day out at Wembley. You never know when Norwich might be back there. At least you can enjoy your old Notts County club getting you a day out at Wembley. Right, that seems to all be working. Only Saturday is a later kickoff, but League 1, League 2's 3 p.m. It's weird. Well, now Saturday's at 3:30 as well, isn't it? Now that it's guaranteed that it's Hull. Sorry, punching you lot in the face. Now that it's Hull versus Middlesbrough, isn't that 3:30? Next season, Norwich will be there. We will be, Callan. We will be. And just as Curtis has said, top two, mate. That is what Antanasio, Big Mark, that is what he has laid down as the gauntlet for Phil Clement. And we've said multiple times, he's going to get backed in the market. Phil Clement knows what he's doing. He's got a squad there that he can now just fine tune, get it perfect. Is it 4:30? I thought it was going to be moved to 4:30 if it was Southampton going back into the game. I think it's been brought forward now because with it being Middlesbrough Hull. Let's have a look. Saturday football. 3:30 kickoff. Do a Southampton semi-finals in the FA Cup. How do you think Pompey will do next season? It's a good question, Curtis. It's a good question for Cowlan. Because normally, depending on which mood you catch Cowlan in, this is going to now range between somewhere mid-table and the playoffs. Yeah, no, it caught me by surprise as well. I don't really know why. I've tried having a look around. I can't really, unless I've been skim reading very badly, I can't really see a clear reason why, because it's Hull versus Middlesbrough, it's been brought forward an hour. I don't really get what the importance of that is, but hey ho. If Pompey keep Machinio, I think mid-table. I like him as a manager. He's a quality manager. They just need to back him with a little bit more in the market, don't they? Mid-table, maybe 13th, 14th. And I think that would be, both your predictions. I think that'd be a great, great position for Pompey. You could kick on from there. Couple seasons in the Championship. Get the money flowing a little bit. Oh, he is leaving. Do you know where to? Where's old Machinio going? Bristol City. Oof. Yeah, I forgot that. I forgot they still had old Roy Hodgson at the wheel. Crap. It's a good signing for Bristol City. That is a big miss. Have you had any rumours of who's going to replace him, though, Cowlan? Not yet. Tough. It's going to be a season of change. Then you need to try and find someone with a similar sort of style. I'm not sure I'd leave Pompey for Bristol City personally. I think Portsmouth have more potential. Just need more backing. I think that's the only problem, though. The Pompey owner has been one of the most vocal for saying how badly run the Championship is financially. And a lot of that is motivated by his finances maybe not being the same level as other Championship sort of, clubs. Bristol's an interesting one. They really are. I mean, where did they end up finishing at the end of the season? Finishing 12th. Another sort of very Bristol City sort of season. I don't really feel like they... I wouldn't say that they're building up steam to be, a potential favourite or hopeful very soon. It would be an interesting job. They have got some good players, though. I mean, like Scott Twine, I'd be very happy to take him if he became available. Even Michael Knight. Jason Knight, sorry, not Michael Knight. Michael Knight's an ex-Derby player. Oh, Rob Dickie as well. How old's Rob Dickie now? 30. No. I'm getting a bit nostalgic now with some of my signing nonsense. Yeah, it's decent, isn't it, Cowlan? It's always a different vibe. That's why I never look at the streams midweek, where sometimes they are sort of lower numbers, because obviously people are getting on with their evenings, and especially if we're starting quite late, like we normally do. Most people have, of course, done the sensible thing and headed off to bed. But I do like it. It's nice to be able to sort of chat with, two or three of you pretty individually. If a machine, I thought it'd stay there, build a reputation, and then get a job, bigger than BC. I think that's the thing, though, isn't it? Everything is now So short term in football. You know, no one seems to have a very like 5 to 10 year plan. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it, Curtis? I do like it. It's all part of the picture that is this growing community, which now YouTube will be, or sorry, YT as I think I have to call it, will now become the next part of it. And tomorrow is going to be me retesting myself, putting together a long form video as we react to the England squad. There's a chance of John Mousinho to stay, but it's a slim chance. That is a shame. It's a real shame for Pompey if that does happen. You know, you guys have had a good first season in the Championship. You've got the building of a decent squad there. Short-term jump, but in long run, it's not a great move. Exactly. You know, I think that's the thing. This is where suddenly, you know, you look back on him in a few years as like, oh yeah, you know, he was a good manager. Oh, I wonder what happened to him. Oh, nothing. You know, he's fallen off a cliff a little bit. Archie, mate, how we doing? Your keeper as well, Callan. Ben Killip. Any rumours of him going anywhere? Just realising how good of a season that he had in his, 4 games for the club. Literally about to ditch us because we played bad last season. Brutal. He's not going anywhere. He looks like, I mean, what is he? His second keeper came in for injury or something? Great performances in there. Jesus. Hello, Sam. How we doing? Especially Schmid. Yeah, I was having a little look at some of the FOTMob ratings. It is a real mixed bag, isn't it? You're struggling. You're not got a lot of people in there that are putting in sort of consistent 7 pluses. I'd imagine that Ogville's FOTMob is down by, you know, down at 6.6 mainly because of the bloody red cards and disciplinary issues. That was one thing I would say with Pompey as well. As someone who wasn't watching them regularly, it felt like a lot of regular yellows and reds, a lot of maybe disciplinary issues floating around. You know, for your main squad. Josh Murphy's a good player. He gets injured most of the season. Mate, you're preaching to the choir when it comes to saying that Josh Murphy's a good player. We do love him still in the East End of England. Um, Unfortunately, that's what's ended up separating him and Jacob. Injury record. Jacob seems to be flying, consistent. He's there off the bench. He's there starting when needed for Newcastle. Josh it's like his legs are made of paper. Schmidt was awful against us in August, but whenever I watched him on TV, he looked decent. Pompey are a physical team. You need to keep that. And if you do lose your manager, you're going to have to keep, you know, you're going to have to bring someone in who plays that sort of similar style. I don't feel that's very regular nowadays. Theo should get Dobbin. Bugger off about Hernandez. For God's sake, Theo. But yes, I do agree. Lewis Dobbin would be a fantastic signing. It does look like he's returning to the Championship. So I hope Norwich are squirming around. Although I did see a price tag of 20 million getting floated. And I was like, all right, we're taking the piss a little bit. Theo, stop watching highlights of bloody Ono Hernandez from 2015, 2016. We are, you know, we're a good few years on now. O'Neill is not the player he used to be. Was he even around then? Have I just quoted a completely wrong year? The problem is, I still think that 2015, 2016 was like 3, 4 years ago. Who was he at Norwich? Okay, stop watching highlights from 2019. I already miss Fratton Park, mate. I already miss Carrow Road. I cannot wait to be back at the footy. Can't wait for some more away days this season. The plan is slowly coming into view. Didn't join us until 2019. 2018, that was when he joined us. December of 2017, by the looks of it. Yeah, December of 2017. Well, January. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Madness. Hernandez left wing, Torre up front, and Dobbin right wing. Theo, you haven't even got 2 out of the 3 of those right. Big Macca starts up front, all right? Torre's got to work his way in. He's a proper super sub, that boy. Cowland, I can't wait for the easy 6 points as well, mate. I'm going to be doing lots of new stadiums this season, I hope. Also, Dobbin left wing. Absolutely. Dobbin left wing. Brand new right wing. Oscar through the middle. Big Macca up top. Right now, that's my starting, my sort of front 4. Right, guys, it is getting late. I'm going to also do the sensible thing. Shut down for now. I will see you all Saturday. Thank you for joining. Thank you for bearing with me at the start as well while I got everything set up properly. But we've got it going. I know what we're doing now. And yeah, I'm looking forward